Hello! Hey guys, welcome back to King Arthur. Now, I know it's been ages since I last played this game, but things have been like hectic these last few weeks, and yeah. And as I said in my previous video, I will explain all, but not now, obviously, because we're here to play. We're here to play a game, right? So I've completely forgotten where we left off. So let's just remind ourselves. Right. Okay. Okay, yeah, now I remember. Who needs the reinforcement small? I'd say Sir Kay does. So let's get on with that. Let's do this. Well, how much does that cost even? That's fine. So Manan, leave where he is. Right, now moving. That's all complete. Actually, let's move it very close because stamina is important. Because the better stamina you have, the more stamina you have, the better. So let's end our turn, and it will change to autumn. Brilliant. Right. So basically what this is that you see these little things here like leadership, rain, adventuring, that kind of thing, right? Basically the symbol or symbols up in the mission, up here, basically determine what is best or what option you can have based on like the amount of sorry, I've still got my cold and I might muffle a bit. Sorry, guys. So, who's better at adventuring? Who's better? Mark is better at adventuring, but Kay is a lower level. However, Kay is also better at fighting, so I'll pick him. Wickertham Winter is a small and desolate settlement near the woods. Only a few village elders are sitting by the town hall, staring blankly at the ashen clouds. The wind smells of stale water and smoke. I'll have a word with them. Why not? When you convince the elders that you are indeed a knight of the Round Table, they soon open up and warn you about the strange soldiers who recently destroyed an entire army. Blimey. They are monsters, they say, savages from the northern province who seek the Lady of the Lake. Woohoo! She's got a lot of Tinder dates, eh? I'm so sorry. I know the Lady of the Lake, so I know about her. So again, I've seen Merlin. Okay, that movie, right? Right. You know the guy who starred in, what's his name? The guy who starred in Jurassic Park, the first one, right? He plays Merlin. If you haven't seen that movie, watch it. It's awesome. I've heard that a druid lives around here. What do you know about him? The druid is a silent man who rarely leaves his shrine in the woods. Follow the stream to the spring, you will find his hut there. Tell me about the recent battle. The elders tell you about the survivors of the last battle. After the Northerners destroyed their army, they stayed near the lake, setting up camp in the woods. The villagers will lead you there if you arrange a much-needed supply of food for their families. Of course. Two young villagers guide you through the deep forest to a glade, where you find the survivors. A small band of tired soldiers look at you hastily. We've never seen an army like this, they say. Savage and monsters. We had no chance against these beasts. Join my army. Join us. The commanding presence of a knight of King Arthur's court gives a new hope to these tired and disappointed men. One after another, they join your ranks. Brilliant. Right. I'll go to the battle place. When you approach the lake, you see the remnants of the camp from afar. This is the place where Sir Gareth was attacked by his mysterious adversaries. It is a bleak place. The Knights Pavilion, is that how you say it? I don't know. It's a tattered ruin, and all the equipment they left here seems to have been looted. Send out scouts. Your scouts become aware of some warriors in the woods. They are clad. Clad? Is that even a word? In black steel and wear strange amulets. Amulets. I'm an idiot. They are definitely from somewhere far away. Maybe from the north? Your scouts think that these men are only an advance party and the main forces are somewhere behind. Lure them into a trap. You raise the banner of Sir Gareth. At the Brevanion, you leave some of your soldiers in the camp, while the rest of the band hides in the woods. You don't have to wait long. The strange advance party appear at the tents and attack, but they have no chance against your ambush. It's all settled. Return to the village. Have a word with the elders again. I don't want to miss anything. Tell me about the army. The elders admit that they never really saw these northerners at close hand, but an old boatman who lives near the lake had to ferry their leaders to the furthest shore many times. You should ask him. Fine. What? The boatman lives on a hill above the shore from where you see the lake clearly in a huge box of stone with faded carvings protruding from the soil. The boatman proves to be a greedy old man who asks for 200 gold before he tells you anything. Oh man, I can't pay! I don't have enough! So I have to bully him! I have to beat the crap out of him to give me info! That's horrible! The boatman looks angry but terrified. Reluctantly, he tells you about the northerners. They serve some dark force and they are savage, but they are not as strong as the villagers claim. They keep huge wolf-like beasts and well-muscular brutes, but you can defeat them easily. And about the druid, do you know him? Yeah, he's a gentle and peaceful soul. He lives in the woods at the spring. I'm a greedy old man. You didn't give me 200 gold, but you beat my face. You beat up my face. How am I going to get with the ladies now? Trust me, mate, you aren't going to get with them. We are finished. Right, find the druid. The druid is an old man in the traditional outfit of the followers of the old faith. His hut stands near a shrine. You notice him eyeing your soldiers suspiciously. When you tell him what you know about Sir Gareth and his quest, he greets you warmly. I have come to speak to the Lady of the Lake. The Lady of the Lake is an ancient presence. I don't know why I'm going with my voice. I'll just stick to my voice. She has always been here, sleeping the sleep of the waters, awakening in times of need. Well, I need her now! You can speak to her on the hidden island that you can only reach at dawn. However, if you have the Horn of Avalon, you can cross there any time. Where, pray, can I find this Horn of Avalon? The Lake of Avalon. Isn't that where King Arthur was let's say, buried? I am the keeper of the horn. I could give it to you, but on one condition. If your king promises that he will let me live here unharmed, and then no one will enter my territory. These woods and the lake should be a forbidden place to anyone else. Okay, so apart from the Knights of the Round Table and King Arthur, no one else is allowed in. Okay, so these like circle things, if you look on like the left hand side, you'll see the same symbol. These are your morality, right? This defines who you are as King Arthur. Now I'm going for a rightful and good benevolent king, right? However, these decisions in particular determine what religion you're going for. Are you going for Christianity or are you going for old faith? I specified in the last episode that I'm going to go for the old faith in this one, then I'm going to go for Christianity. So, live in peace. I'll also earn the respect of the believers of the old faith. The druid seems content. He hands you the horn. It looks very humble. A piece of carved bone inscribed with ancient symbols. He tells you that you should be careful because the northerners plan to seek out the Lady of the Lake as well. They have their own purposes. Good luck. Let's go to the lake. You stand up on the southern shore of the lake. Everything is very quiet. The wind smells of fresh water, and you see nothing that would betray the presence of anything magical. But deep in your soul, you feel that this is one of the most important places in Britannia. Right, if I remember correctly, I have a better chance of beating them during the day, so I'll sound it now. The horn makes a deep sound. That was terrible. That was terrible, I'm sorry. Sunshine flashes on the water. like a bridge of light that leads to an island you haven't noticed before. A bridge that you can walk on. When you reach the island in R, you hear the noise of the northerners from the lakeshore. You have to prepare. The fog is thickening. We hide and prepare the ambush. Right. Right, so what do? We have got a stronger army, and we have 100% morale in the army. Morale is vital, right? That is basically their will to fight. That is your soldiers' will to fight. So I'm going to fight. Let's do this. I love this game. This game is so cool. Excuse me. Now, I bet you're wondering, Liam, hang on, you're a Christian. Why are you going for another faith? It's simple, really. The old faith is very interesting. It's cool, and it's easier. It's just easier. So I'm going to go for it. Right, here's the battlefield. Damn, I look cool. Look at my army. Look how cool they look. Right. This is all my forces. Holy sh... I nearly swore there. I'm sorry. I had no idea that my forces were so... Right. I'm going to move my archers back here. Move you lot there. You lot there. You lot there. Keep the bowmen back. You lot there. Actually, I'm going to move you lot there. In front. The bowmen stay well behind. Right? Fight! Insert to make them bloody run. Archers, do the same. Right, I'm going to speed things up a little bit. Everything seems... Oh crap. Oh crap. Take him down. Archers, what are you doing? Archers, kill the wolf things, whatever they are. Do it. Kill them. Kill them. Kill them. Kill them, damn it. Kill the wolves. Guys, save my archers. Save them. Get out of there. Get out of there, guys. Seriously, get out of there. Oh. Wait, what the fuck? Where did that not come from? Right, here's the ogres. Wait, giants. Here's the giants. Everyone gang up in it and fire. And where are the... Hold on. What? I won, brilliant. But where? Where were the rest of them? Right. I lost more soldiers, but most of them were archers. But I lost less teams. So, I win. Excuse me. I win. Right. So the old faith is pretty much easier. Now, when it comes to giants, gang up on them. There is no point in looking at this because there's no sound. Apologies. Right, see, this is how much... wow, I lost more than archers. But I got food and gold for it, which is fantastic. Right. You need a stronghold. It will serve as your seat of power. Strongholds are not ordinary towns or castles. They are built on the few truly sacred places of the realm. And now you have to choose one of these possible spots. London or Viconium. Both of them have almost lost their former power, though. You must use the magical sword of Excalibur to perform a rite to bring your stronghold to life again. Bloody bloody blah. Bloody bloody blah. I already know all this. Right. Now that mission's complete, look. If you go to any old village or settlement like this, recruitment available. Hold on, guys. Seriously. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. This cold is really taking its toll on me. So look, recruitment available. So now, anytime your army is running low on men, you can go to one of these places, double click, fill up ranks, and there you go. You can pretty much just fill up the ranks of whoever you want. Bearing in mind, I've nearly spent all my gold just on that. So I need to be careful. Right, end turn. Going to the winter. Okay, Christian Prince, what's this? A banished prince of Logres invites you to his wedding in Wessex, the kingdom of which is in the right which is right in the path of your army's advance towards London. The provinces of Logres and Wessex have long-standing territorial disputes with each other. You might as well use them to your own advantage, or instead you might find other, more diplomatic means to have your way. 3 brothers are fighting for the city of Iconium. Their father, the king, died without naming his successor, and now each of them has claimed the right to the throne. Both the Christian prince, Brandelis, and Prince Owain, the follower of the old faith, have asked you for their help against each other and against their third brother in the city. You might find a way to use their dispute for your own purposes. Okay, so here are the quests, and my units need leveling up. So there you go, K's leveled up, so what I'm going to do is upgrade his fighting and improve his Fog of Avalon to level 3. Right. Oh, Dragon Strike. Definitely upgrading that, because that is an awesome one to have. I'll upgrade his fighting as well. Right, these guys, they're pretty slow, so upgrade his stamina. These guys, archery, so upgrade that as well. I'll keep upgrading this lot defense for now. So there we go. The Fomorians. Oh man, that is so cool. Right, so you don't have to conquer both. You only have to pick one. Now, depending on which way you're going, whether it's Old Faith or Christianity, if you're going for Christianity, I would definitely recommend. Well, sorry if you can't see the land, but I'm covering because my face is pretty much covering a bit of the screen. But this land here is the Christian land. So that is like Christian territory. I'm not going to say whose territory, but they're mostly Christians. So I go for London if that's the way you're going to go. If you're going to go for Old Faith, I would recommend Iconium, because this land is Old Faith. Again, I'm not going to say what land it is, but trust me, which way you're going to go is important. If you're going to go for Old Faith, but you want London, bad idea. Bad idea, because you'll literally be right next to the enemy. You'll be right next to them. What good would that do? And I'm sorry if I am a bit loud. So there's not much I can do. So end turn. We're back in spring. Now these are optional quests, but I recommend that you do at least one of them. Right. With the revival of magic, many wondrous items have surfaced again. But some of these magic weapons carry dark curses, like which fell on the sword of Sir Balin, even. If you were able to remove the curse from the ancient sword of the Pendragons, you would have a powerful weapon in your possession. Right. If you don't remember who Sir Balin is, he is the brother of Sir Balan. Because we had to choose, in the last episode, we had to choose which one to help. I chose the rightful one. Right. Cleansing Faith. That is an enemy territory. Right? Now some options, you don't have to go for all Old Faith options or all Christian options. You can choose which one's better for you, which one's easier for you. Because going into enemy territory is a bad idea. It's just a bad idea in general. You don't have to be a brainiac to work that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have... Right, hang on. Which level is Sabalan on? Right, he's level 6, level 4. He's level 4, he's level 5. Right. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to have K move to breaking the curse to remove the curse from Sir Balan's weapon. and I'm gonna have Sir Balan. I'm gonna have Sir Balan go to the Seeds of War, but I'm gonna place him here. First things first, because I actually want Sir Kay to be in my territory when a war breaks out. Because a war will inevitably break out. So you need to be properly prepared for that. Right, the heir. Right, some quests like this will pop up. If you feel like doing them, feel free. I do recommend doing this one, however, because it's good. It's good. There are giants in the woods of Britannia, and now they have kidnapped the son of the king of Somerset. Will you risk the life of your warriors and send them to the woods to rescue the heir? The reward is huge. The ruler of the province will become your vassal. Now, if you don't know what that is, basically, if you do this quest, right, all of this tiny little area will be yours. It will be yours. So you can do whatever you want with it. So that's what I'm going to do. Chance of battle. So you can avoid a battle if you want. I always choose to. So it happened once that Prince Bedver, the oldest son of the King of Somerset, went hunting with a small band of men into the forests, where he was kidnapped by giants from the darkest reaches of the wood. Somebody has to rescue him. He's a lower level. He needs the experience, so I'm going to go with Sir Gareth. You ride with your faithful soldiers until you reach the heart of the forest, where the giants live. It is one of the primeval woods of Britannia, a dark, dangerous place, and the soldiers whisper fitfully about the gods living among the trees. Move into the woods. I ain't scared. After a few days of marching, you reach a village. It is immediately obvious that something is amiss here, as there is not a soul on the streets. Many houses have their doors bashed in, and some have even collapsed. You find signs of a battle. I'll search the houses. You search the houses thoroughly, and find a group of scared villagers hiding in a barn. One of them tells you a group of giants attacked the village and took with them anyone who didn't manage to escape. Well, where's the camp then? He tells you they dare not even go to the next village. They are so afraid of running into the giants, however. There is a forest ranger living nearby. You might know where the monsters set up camp. I'll find the ranger. On the way to the ranger's cabin, you suddenly hear loud grunting noises from beside the road. As you sneak closer, you see two giants into a clearing, eating some kind of food. You see no humans with them. I'll tell them to surrender. You have your men surround the clearing and stand before the giants with your retinue, or whatever that word is. They grab their weapons immediately, but seeing they are outnumbered, they don't attack. Offer them their lives in exchange for their service. The two giants accept your terms. They grudgingly tell you that they know nothing about the other giants and have no idea where they are. Your men don't talk heartedly to the company of the new allies, but like good soldiers, none of them question the wisdom of your decision. Proceed to the ranger. Following the villager's directions, you find the ranger's cabin easily. Apparently, he was lucky enough to not be found by the giants. He is chopping wood when you arrive. When he sees you, he stops work and he greets you. The villager said you might know where the giant camp is. Yes, I did see them during my walks. Their camp is at the ruins of the old tower. They're huge, fearsome creatures, and I dared not go too close. But I did see the kidnapped humans. The giants are forcing them to rebuild their tower. I asked the ranger to lead me to the giants. The ranger is happy to lead you to the camp, hoping you would drive the monsters out of these lands. Already from afar, you can see lots of captured humans working on the reconstruction of the tower. The prince must be somewhere here too. I'll find the leader and bargain. The giant's leader is a mean-looking, enormous creature capable of pulverizing a human with a single blow. You tell him you have come for the prince. Me being chieftain of me folkin, the leader growls, and me willing to let Prince out for 2,000 gold is. We don't have that amount of gold, but we can talk. Is there any other way? The leader of the giant stands there for a while, scratching his enormous chin. See, I'm not paying 2,000. Hell no. Right, he growls finally, with an enormous grin. You pay 1,000 goldies, but help build the walls of me camp, yes? And I give you the prisoner prince. So be it, you'll have your 1,000 gold pieces and my men's help to build the walls. While the giants begin to heap up the rocks and await your instructions, some soldiers begin to voice their doubts. You can't let us help these monsters? Ark! They seem quite occupied now. This is the perfect opportunity to sneak out with the prisoners. A knight will honour his promise, even those he made to brutes. That's proper. You have held up your end of the bargain, and the leader keeps his word too. The prince thanks you for rescuing him. I can't read. One day, some might sing songs about the hero who freed them. The old king is very grateful since you have proven you're trustworthy. He joins your kingdom. So look, he gains experience. I gained 1 rightful because I kept my promise. If you went back on your word, that'd be a tyrant. Morale to army, ouch. But I got two giants. So I got a new province, and now, if you don't remember, I can choose on who to lead that province, right? Whose loyalty is the lowest? Mark, so he gets Somerset plus a loyalty 2 bonus. Rain is pretty good if you want to get the lords. If you want to make them lords, Rain is good because the loyalty of the province will be good as well. So what I'm going to do is each of these do different things, and it says right at the bottom. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move for Balan's army to the Tomb of the Fallen, giving them 5% morale per season. So if I keep them at this one, if I keep them here, then morale will continue to go up. So, right, K goes here. So who's going to do this? I'll choose K for this one. In the darkest reaches of the woods, that was just a card, don't worry about it. In the darkest reaches of the woods, you meet the congregation of the Druids. Their leader listens to you politely. It won't be easy, he says. In the heart of the forest there is a crystal tower. There lives a woman of the She, a powerful enchantress. She can help you. Is there anything else I should do? You want the weapon remains powerful as ever, but without the harmful effects of the curse. So you have to find the swordsmith, who can make you a silver duplicate that will absorb the evil left from the sword. Such a smith lives near the village. What else can I do? The druid smiles. A good deed deserves a good deed. He tells you about the groups of devoted monks who are building an abbey near the sacred groves of the druids. You have to persuade these people to leave. If you complete all these tasks, he will meet you at the Ring of Stones. I'm going to go to the village first. You find the village at the edge of the forest. Judging by the small church that stands abandoned and empty, the locals have turned their backs on the Christianity. That doesn't make any sense. When you ask about the famous swordsmith who creates enchanted weapons, the villagers gladly show you the way. Ask what happened to the devoted Christians who lived here. So it came to pass that some monks arrived and began to preach against the revival of the old faith. Soon they built a chapel and had won their followers back. But the local lord, a believer of the old ways, had the church demolished and the Christians escaped to the woods. I'll try to find them then. After a while, you piece together the shards of gossip. There is an old woman in the village who has relatives among the refugees in the forest. It is common knowledge that she often goes into the woods and gives them food. You find her tiny cottage at the edge of the village. You know what? I'll protect your kin and give a generous amount of food if you show the way. The old woman gives you directions of the camp and the refugees. In the dense regions of the forest, you find the miserable huts and caves of the small community. The children hide behind their mothers, and the men look at you with suspicion and fear. I'll try to persuade them. After some persuasion, you finally convince the refugees that you, as a knight of the Round Table, will always true to your promises. Be true, they should always say, and will guarantee their safety. So they let you guide them to the hills where the monks are building their monastery. And this is taking forever. I take the refugees to the abbey. Take them. Not far from the old woods on a hill, you see the skeleton of a tower covered in scaffolding and a rough camp for the builders, guarded by knights in white robes. Yeah, that sounds accurate. Monks and craftsmen are gathered around an old priest. The old man must be their leader. Speak to him. Aye! You meet an old priest and two knights, both clad in white. You apologetically explain the situation. Disturbing the sacred groves of the Druids will sow the seeds of a new conflict that could only result in war, you say. Leave in peace now and build your abbey somewhere else. I found the Christian believers, you can leave. The old monk orders his people to leave the unfinished abbey. From afar, the elder Druid watches the procession, sadly. As long as we don't have one king of the old faith, these instances will occur again, he says. He promises a reward for what you have done. I'm sorry if the voice for the Druid was different. I can't remember it. Going to visit the weaponsmith. The smith knows everything about the forgotten methods of forging magical steel. He will make you the silver weapon, but he asks for 2,000 gold or the same amount of food for the village. Or if you are brave, you can bring him dragon bones from the woods, but beware the giant. I'm not going into the woods for dragon bones. Have you seen dragons? They're huge. I'm going to pay the gold. The weaponsmith nods and begins the work. His chant and the clang of the hammer soon makes you feel as though you were in a dream, and you lose track of the time. Should they even be in there? I don't know. Something magical is working here, and when you finally have the silver sword, you can't feel anything but wonder. Awesome. If you have finished all these tasks, we can go to the Ring of Stone. I've made 3 different voices for this druid, I swear. No, I still need to see the enchantress. Wow. She's beautiful, isn't she? When you are lost in the forest and the shadows seem to deepen, you find the crystal tower. The woman waiting for you is beautiful, but not human at all. You greet her and tell her about the cursed sword. Defeat me in a duel and I'll help, or leave some of your men to serve me. Oh! I don't know what to do! Because I can't fight her, I'll most certainly lose. These soldiers are not my slaves. I'll tell her to name another price. You are a noble knight, she says without a smile or any other emotion. Her voice is beautiful, but there's a strange and cold echo to it. If you value your men that much, you can serve me as well for 2 years, and I will go and help the human servants of my gods. Take them! Take the men! You order the men to step forward. This is a tense moment when you refuse, but the others are so afraid that they could be the ones trapped here forever, and they help you to line up the unfortunate. The enchantress looks at you. She'll go to the standing stones. What? If you finish all the tasks, I have. The standing stones emanate the cold aroma of magic. The druids have gathered in the shadows and stare at the enchantress who is suddenly there, as though she walked out of thin air. They seem glad to see her there. The sword is lying in the grass. You nod at the gathering. The druids begin to chant. The she begins a silent song, but it drowns out their voices. The sword trembles as though it was alive, and blackness oozes out of the steel. Then it's over. The chant stops. The she disappears as if she had never been there. The curse is broken. Oh! I lost 10% of my army. I gained a weapon, but I lost 10% of my army. Oh. Okay, let's see where I'm at. I cannot believe I just did that. I had no other choice. I would have lost the duel. If I fought, I would have lost. Right, so I'm 5 rightful, 3 old faith. that works out just fine. So much noise in the background, seriously. Right, well, that does it for King Arthur, the role-playing war game. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I will try and do more of these as much as I can. It depends on what I'm doing, and it depends on how my situation that I won't reveal at this time progresses. So, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you